Hi, my name's Steve Favell and I will be your host for this edition of Luxury Open House. Our featured home is on Lighthouse Drive in Wind Point, Wisconsin. And we're fortunate to be joined today by the listing agent, Faye Becker.
Hi,
Faye.
Steve. It's nice to see you.
Likewise. So, I gather you've got a little bit of interesting background information.
Absolutely. This home, as you said, is in Wind Point, which is a small village of about 5,000 plus people, adjacent to Racine, Wisconsin. And we are our own village, have our own governing body, etc., which becomes important. The home that we're going to look at today was built in 2000. It is a larger home than it would appear to be. It was built to look as though it had always been here. It's built in a Cape Cod cottage style, which you can see, and looks as though it was meant to be in this setting. As I said, it's larger than it appears to be. It's over 4,000 square feet, which you would never guess by looking at the facade. It's 3 or 4 bedrooms, and I say 3 or 4 because there are 3 bedrooms, each with its own bathroom. And then there is a first floor office, which could be a 4th bedroom. There are a total of 4 full bathrooms and 1 half bath. It was very, very well constructed and very well thought out. Lots of detail, which you will see when we go inside.
Well, sounds delightful. Shall we go look?
Absolutely. I think you're going to really enjoy seeing this house. It's wonderful.
2-car garage?
No, actually, it's a 3-car garage. If you see two doors, garage doors, they're custom-made carriage house doors from Canada. But the further bay is actually a double bay, a tandem bay. So there are it's a 3-car garage with storage.
Wow.
One of the other things I want you to notice is this front door. It's one of the first details we're going to highlight when we look at this house. These doors were custom made for the home in California, shipped out here, installed on site. It's knotty alder, the wood, and you can see the details of the iron trim and the rope handles all just come to accent the cottage aspect as well as the fact that this house is all about details. So come on in, I think you'll love it. Come on in.
This floor is absolutely beautiful.
I agree with you, and it's one of my most favorite things in this house. It is a work of art. It's not parquet. It's not stenciled where you just kind of go through and finish it quickly. It's all hand done. The artisan hand drew each square or diamond, however you want to call it, and then finished them individually, making sure there was no bleeding, for colors, etc. So it was a labor of love and just one of the many details that I think really make this house something special. I'd also like to point out the antique light fixture. They didn't just go to the local lighting store and find whatever lighting fixtures are currently popular. They sought out lighting fixtures, antiques, or vintage pieces that would really enhance the character of the home, and you'll see that throughout. So come on this way. One of the other details I wanted to point out to you are these pilasters. Antiques, obviously, found in Chicago, I believe, and when the house was under construction, they were brought, they showed the finished carpenters and said, okay, you need somehow to incorporate these into this space to delineate this entry into this room. And so they were able to tie it in, I think, beautifully.
It did. That really works.
It does. It's just one more fabulous detail you're not going to find anywhere else.
Yeah.
Let's go look at the dining room.
Oh, this chandelier is magnificent.
Isn't it beautiful?
Another antique?
No, it isn't, although it looks like it could be. It's actually a Schönbeck crystal, purchased because it fit the style of the house and fit in with all of the other lighting that you find throughout. So the crystals are beautiful. Everything about it is just wonderful, I think.
Really is. And it's one heck of a view.
Yeah, isn't it? And this is what the house is truly about, this magnificent view. I do want to mention a little bit about the property to the right of us. It's a nature conservancy. It's never going to change. There's never going to be a home built on it that will obstruct your view. The owners and the owners of the conservancy have a fabulous relationship where they both value what's here and have always worked together to try and maintain it and keep the view open for everybody to enjoy. So I think that's another factor that plays into the value here, that you're never going to have this view
It
changed.
certainly does.
Let me point out one more thing before we leave the room, and that's these doors. I want you to feel the heft of that door.
Oh, that's solid.
And then just take a look at the door itself. These doors, and they're throughout the entire house, were custom made in North Carolina. You have not only the solid wood, but the recessed panel and then the applied molding. All of these things go to speak to the character and quality throughout the house. So I now judge homes by the quality of the doors. And this is a spectacular door, and it's just one more detail, and it's in every room in the house.
It's great. You could certainly never get tired of this view.
No, you would never get tired of it. It's such an expansive view, 180 degrees of the lake, views of the downtown Racine, this wonderful green space. The expansiveness of that opens up into the expansiveness of this room, lots of space. One of the things that I thought was very interesting that the owners said to me is that they particularly love this little corner, that in the wintertime when you have so much gray time, sort of dreary days, they know they can always come and sit here, whether it's with a book or just sitting to enjoy the view. And there's so much light coming in that they feel like they're still in a sunny place. So I think that's a really nice little tribute to this corner.
It really is. Few waves out there today.
Yes, there are. And let me tell you a little bit, part of the reason that you have the waves. Have you ever heard of the Niagara Escarpment?
I haven't.
No, nor have most people. It is a band of Dolomite that starts at Niagara, New York, continues through the country, it terminates at the lighthouse, Wind Point, which makes Wind Point the furthest point out in Lake Michigan on the western shore. And the reason it becomes important for those of us who live along this stretch of beach is that there are outcroppings, helps to create the waves, but also that dolomite creates some natural shoreline protection so that erosion is less of an issue along this particular stretch than it is some other areas. So God created for us.
I understand. And the fireplace here, is that natural or a gas?
Actually, it's both. It is a natural wood-burning fireplace. They have added a gas starter and gas log, so you have the best of both worlds. Perfect, right?
Wonderful.
I think so too.
I like the effect the island gives.
I agree with you. One of the things the owners told me is that they love how this raised counter on the island provides a little bit of a buffer. If you're sitting in the living room and you're looking into the kitchen, you don't see the appliances, you don't see any of the work mess that might be hiding behind there. And because there's a furniture quality to the cabinetry, you are looking into a beautiful space.
You are.
So you have this wonderful island. It's both useful but also a thing of beauty. Let me show you some of the appliances.
That range looks as if it's professional quality.
It is a professional decor range, gas range with 6 burners and a griddle, double ovens. Love the detail on it.
Yes.
We have a Bosch dishwasher, Kohler integrated sink with the large bowl, smaller bowl, and then the integrated drain board. I think it's a work of art.
And the countertops, solid granite.
Granite countertops, absolutely gorgeous. Another nice little hidden appliance. It's a warming drawer. So if you're coming home late, your dinner can be kept warm for you.
Great idea.
Built-in refrigerator, and then another one of those hidden little features. We have the microwave hidden away, easily accessible, and all of your other appliances so they're not out on the countertop kind of junking up what's otherwise a beautiful room.
Absolutely.
Then, I love this little sitting area, which makes it ideal if you have family or friends. They can be sitting there and you can be a part of their conversation. They can be a part of whatever you're doing, working here in the kitchen. And we have this delightful casual dining area, all integrated into the same space, open into the living room. And then the most important thing, the panoramic view everywhere you look.
Absolutely. And the door opens onto the patio.
And the door opens again onto the patio. Everything was so well thought out when they built this house.
Yeah, beautiful job.
It is. Let me show you upstairs, where we have 2 bedrooms.
Oh, this is great.
Each of these bedrooms is spacious. Each has its own ensuite bath. Each has a walk-in closet. Probably everything that your family would like or your guests would like. And then, always, the fabulous view.
Absolutely.
I had mentioned that there was an additional room that could be a 4th bedroom. It's currently being used as an office, has a wonderful wraparound corner desk, beautiful cathedral ceilings, hardwood floors, and a phenomenal view. But I've always looked at that room and thought it also would make just a spectacular guest room. Other than your guests might not want to ever leave because they would be so mesmerized by the view. But it's one of those rooms that has more than one potential use. And in today's world, that's always really important.